collision leads to a concussion and ultimately a neck surgery for our client. Find out more below. Hey, I'm Shane from Shane's Law. Today, I'm here with John Wheatley, one of the attorneys here who recently had a client victory. One of the cases where we got a great result that we want to talk about today. John, tell us about SB's case. What happened?
SB's case was a defendant failed to yield and pulled out in front of our client, hitting him somewhat on the front and the side of their vehicle, but it was significant enough, and our client didn't have enough time to slow down that it sent her into another car as well. So it was about two collisions caused by one.
So hit here and then knocked off sort of sideways into another car.
Yeah.
I'm sure that jerked around an awful lot, almost like bumper cars.
Yeah, exactly.
What were her initial injuries?
Initially, she had pretty severe neck pain, lower back pain, and was suffering from concussion-like symptoms from being whipped around. I'm pretty sure her head hit one of the glass windows on the driver's side.
Did she recover from that concussion okay?
She did. She had a pretty good recovery from the concussion, and the headaches eventually went away. But ultimately, she had neck and lower back injections for her neck and back injuries, and ended up getting a rhizotomy procedure to her neck.
Wow. So it sounds like, I was going to say, the concussion seemed like in the beginning, that probably seemed like the worst aspect of it. But afterwards, once that was under control, the back and neck just seemed to get, worse and worse?
Yeah. And I think there was a bit of, by the doctors, maybe thinking the headaches were caused by the neck injury. And once the head pain went down, but the neck pain never did, it cleared up the way to figure out that the neck was the primary issue.
All right. So it sounds like she had, ultimately had an MRI, had the injections. When that didn't work, then she had the rhizotomy. Is that sort of her treatment path for the back and neck?
Yeah, that's it.
Okay. Did she make sort of a full recovery, or as much of recovery as we would expect with those kind of injuries?
She did have a good recovery, not very much residual pain. The policy allowed for her to get some additional treatment, so rehab after the surgery, the rhizotomy procedure, and she seemed to be in good spirits towards the end.
How long was her recovery after the rhizotomy? Was it pretty quick?
It was pretty quick. I would say, most of the recovery probably within a month or so, and some follow-up appointments that lasted maybe a month and a half.
Did she report that the pain decreased, very rapidly after the rhizotomy? Was it like, as soon as the surgery pain was over, she's almost all better, or was it something?
Yeah.
Weeks.
Yeah, she seemingly, it was like the surgery was kind of I think there was a good amount of pain prior to the surgery, and the injections didn't really help. And once she got the surgery, it alleviated so much of that pain that it seemed like it was a full recovery almost instantly, even though it wasn't, because she had some rehabilitation, but it alleviated so much of the pain that it was a good procedure for her.
It's always great when those procedures go well, I guess, because so many people are worried about them and they have concerns, or they feel like, hey, if this doesn't work, have I used up all my options? And then, or they worry about just having a surgery or a surgical procedure, and then boom, when it happens and that pain relief is gone, I know most of them are like, man, why was I even worried about it? I feel so much better. And it sounds like that was the case here. Yeah,
that was definitely the case here. I think there was a bit of hesitancy before the surgery, for good reason. Everybody, no one really wants to get a surgery, but in this case, it was very, clear what the issue was, and the doctors were confident, and it turned out to be really successful.
Great. Were you able to get SB's case resolved, and how did she feel about that?
Yeah, we were able to get the full policy limits. We got all the medicals within good reason, and she came away with a really good settlement at the end of it, plus getting her injuries treated.
Wow. Well, it sounds like a great victory, John. I know SB was happy about it overall, especially with the results of the settlement. For all our listeners out there, remember, if you're in pain, call Shane. Find us online or dial 9-980-999-9999. Hit like and subscribe for more client victories from Shane Smith Law.
In pain, call Shane.
Oh, yeah.
980-999-9999. 980-999-9999. Shane Smith Law. In In pain, call Shane.